All right, y'all. This is the Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is season 10, episode 14, and all I can say is wow. Wow. I feel drained watching that damn episode. So I know these girls be feeling drained being around each other. But anyways, we're in day 2 of the Barcelona trip. Candy and Cynthia are the first ones to come down for brunch. And they are complaining about their room still, and Cynthia's like, yeah, I slept with Nene. And Candy is like, say what now? And Cynthia's like, no, not like that or whatever. I think Cynthia was saying something was going on with the door to her room or something like that, so she just felt it was better to sleep in Nene's room. And then Portia shows up, and they talk about how they was twerking at 3 a.m. in the morning, and they showed the little video or whatever, and that kind of brought Cynthia and Portia back together. Candy is like, well, I hope me and Marlo make it today, but she started with me, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all remember in the last episode how Marlo just kept on coming for Candy for really no reason. But Marlo, she shows up, and she gives Candy a kiss on her cheek and everything, and they like, oh, you in a better mood today, with Candy or whatever. And she's like, yeah, that's still my candy yams or whatever. Something wrong with Marlo, okay? But anyway, so they talk about the whole situation with Master Kim and Brielle. And Candy is like, listen, I love Brielle, but I do feel like sometimes you gotta put, your kids, you gotta pull your kids to the side and let them know, hey, this is not cool or whatever, because you don't want other people getting into it with your kids and everything, this, that, and the third. And Candy talks about before her and Kim had their falling out. You guys remember in earlier seasons that Riley and Kim's other daughter, I think her second oldest kid, they had a friendship or whatever, but things get rough once the parents stop being friends or whatever. It just kind of fucks up all the relationships. So Sheree comes down. They're asking her opinion on the whole Kim and Brielle bullshit or whatever, and Sheree gonna sit here and talk about Master Kim claims that Brielle was trying to take a selfie or whatever. And they was like, hell no, like, she won't trying to take no selfie. And Sheree was like, I mean, well, Brielle didn't see it, didn't see like the bug or whatever, until people started commenting under her video or whatever, this, that, and the third. And even Portia was like, I mean, come on, Sheree, she did zoom in or whatever, and there's a caption on the video, and the caption on the video was saying something about Nene's mirrors or something like that. And Candy is like, yeah, see, that was double shade right there, because she was sitting up here talking about Nene's mirrors or whatever, and then she shaded her about the bug or whatever. So Cynthia's like, so is anybody that's cool with her gonna, check her or whatever? And Sheree is like, I mean, check who? Because, that ain't my kid or whatever. That's how Kim do things. That's on her. I wouldn't do it, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, but Sheree, you cool with, sitting up here being the bone collector, this, that, and the third, but you can't tell your friend when she out of pocket, like, okay. But anyway, so Marlo, she's like, Eva, because Eva comes downstairs at this point too, she asks Eva, do you feel like we were grilling you yesterday or whatever? And Eva's like, no, like, I understand y'all just trying to get to know me, but I did feel weird that my sexuality came into question. And Shamia is like, I mean, well, girl, we do that in this group. And I'm just like, okay, does that make it right though? That y'all just ask people about their sexuality and you don't even really know them like that. Starting to get to know them. But Eva's like, okay, girl, but you can go there, but it's about my comfort or whatever. And Shamia is like, let's not act like it wasn't already out there. Once again, have y'all ever heard this rumor about Eva Marcel and Missy Elliott? Please let me know. Okay, because I just never heard it. I never heard it. But whatever. But anyways, so Eva, she's like, well, it wasn't out there until you brought it to Barcelona and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And Shamia's like, well, if you felt that I offended you, I apologize and everything. And Candy is like, well, if she would have known that it was um if she would have known your rules about certain things or whatever, this, that, and third, she wouldn't have went there. And Eva, she's like, I don't necessarily have rules or triggers per se, but it's just that my dude is running for office. And Shamia is like, oh, you don't want us to oh, she's like, you don't want to talk about like your sexuality or whatever, but you could talk about your child and your child's donor. And Eva's like, yeah, bitch, because I brought it up. I was like, well, kind of got a point. But Marlo is like, it's better to just say it's none of your business or whatever when it comes to this group, because the truth is going to come out anyways, and Portia can vouch for this because she be having to backpedal and shit like that, and her and Candy start giggling, and Portia's like, say what now? And Candy, she repeats what Marlo said or whatever, and Portia is like, oh honey, I don't backpedal this, that, and the third, and of course they run the tapes back of Portia backpedaling and pussy popping in my James Caldwell voice. Okay, so they was running the tapes back a lot this episode. I was like, damn, bravo, be all that shit. But anyway, so Nene finally arrives and she's like, listen, I know y'all had some issues with the rooms, like Cynthia, bless her heart, she the one who got these rooms, but we gonna get up out this house because I got us some hotel rooms. So they all are excited and everything, this, that, and the third. And Nene is like, but listen, Cynthia has something planned for us today, go karting. So I still want to do that. So we can do that, go out to lunch and then come back here and pack and go to the hotel later on, today. So they're on the bus or whatever. They are talking about the whole 50 Cent challenge bucket list and, what people did and what people didn't do. And, Marlo, she did something that really wasn't on the list. So Cynthia's like, okay, cool. You good or whatever. Marlo, she suggests that Cynthia kisses a girl because, I mean, shit, you've been acting like, this whole time you want to kiss some damn body, so, you should kiss somebody up here and everything. And so, they try to choose Portia at first, and Portia's like, wait a minute, hold up, like, why me and everything? And Cynthia's like, wait a minute, now, if y'all gonna be telling me to kiss somebody, I want to choose, and of course, she wants to choose Candy and everything, and, Candy is like, girl, no, I done had enough of kissing you hoes in this group, and you see where that shit went. So yeah, never again. Okay, so Portia's like, all right, whatever, I do it. Cynthia, she being all extra or whatever, and she's like, should I put my tongue in your mouth or whatever? And Portia's like, ew, girl, no, he's not doing all of that and everything. And so they proceed to kiss, and then Portia's like, oh my God, Cynthia, she brushed my teeth with her tongue and everything, like she actually put her tongue in my mouth or whatever, and everybody just started laughing and cracking up and whatnot. So just a hot ass mess. Just really a hot, and then the way Cynthia acted like as if she never kissed anybody before. Like, oh my God, Cynthia just I just be shaking my head at her sometimes, like, girl, like, come on now. But anyways, so they get off the bus, they doing a little sightseeing. They arrive at the go-karts place, and they're all up in the street with the go-karts, and that looked like actually that looks fun. The whole go-kart thing being actually in traffic or whatever, that actually looks fun. So Portia, she's sharing a go-kart with Shamia, she's driving, and Portia ends up crashing into the instructor, and they all like, oh Lord, look at this ditzy motherfucker. So the guy tells her, to switch go-karts and everything, and Portia want to sit up here and try to blame it on the goddamn brakes or whatever. So then they go to like this marketplace or whatever to eat, and they trying to eat a delicacy because that's one of the things that was on Cynthia's 50 cent challenge bucket list thing. So Candy, she does it. She does it with like this baby fish that has eyes on it or whatever. And they was like, "Ooh, eat the head and everything." And Candy was like, "Huh, I'm good for head or whatever." I was like, "Ooh, y'all being nasty with fish or whatnot." And Nene, she made a little joke in the confessional. She was like, "I'm not really too much of a head fan. I'm more of a wide receiver." I was just like, "Oh my god!" But anyways, so then Portia, she does it. She's going. This is kind of going off of her little vegan diet or whatever. But she eating a baby octopus and everything. And Marlo, she makes this joke like, "Up, you backpedaled, you backpedaled." And I was like, "Oh Lord, shit about to start going left." But Nene, she wants to know what they talked about at the brunch earlier, because you guys remember she wasn't there or whatever. And I think, was it Portia? I think Portia was like, "Well, we talked about Kim or whatever and that whole situation." And Nene is like, "Well, Kim is wrong." And Sheree even said, "I mean, it wasn't even a roach though." And Nene is like, "I mean, do folk even have roaches anymore or whatever?" And Sheree is like, "I can't even remember the last time I saw somebody have roaches or whatever." They rolled the tapes back or whatever when she was in her house. I think she was doing one of her little phone calls with Tyrone, but it looked like she was outside though. She was outside her house trying to kill that bug or whatever. So she wasn't like inside trying to kill the bug. But anyways, so I was like, "Bravo, y'all shady for that shit." But anyways, so Portia feels like it was below the belt or whatever. So this is my whole thing. Portia and Sheree, y'all both are admitting that what Kim did was out of line or whatever, but y'all acting like y'all scared to say something to her about it. Yeah, okay. But anyway, so yeah, like I said, Portia feels like it was below the belt. It feels like her and Nene need to have a conversation. Nene is like, "I don't need to have a conversation with that bitch or whatever," you know what I'm saying? And sometimes when people are wrong, you have to tell them that they wrong or whatever, this, that, and the third. Even my closest friends, if they wrong, I'm gonna let them know. I'm like, "Oh, well, Nene, you kind of be having a problem when people try to tell you that you wrong." But I mean, because of this situation, yes, you were making points. But I mean, once again, people try to tell you wrong, you feel some type of way. But anyways, so yeah, Marlo, she's like, well, no, Nene was saying something, and she was saying, I guess she was trying to tell Portia, Portia, even though me and you had our shit or whatever, and as Nene is trying to say what she's saying, Marlo interrupts and is like, I agree, Nene, and everything. And, Portia is like, "You didn't even let her finish her sentence." And, Marlo is like, "I know, but I agree with her about Kim being wrong or whatever." And Portia is like, "Well, we all have an opinion on that." Nene is like, "Well, you and Sheree were having a phone conversation with her. Y'all could have told her then that she was wrong and everything, this, that, and the third." And Nene is like, "So, are you going to have a conversation with Kim?" I think she directed the matter of fact, yeah, she did direct the question to Sheree or whatever. She, being that Sheree is the closest to Kim, she's like, "Are you going to have a conversation with Kim about Kim being wrong?" And Sheree is like, "I mean, I am or whatever. I'll let her know everything that we discussed. That ain't what they asked you, girl. Is you going, let them know? I mean, let her know that she was wrong. You know what I'm saying?" And Cynthia's like, "Yeah, because, girl, I mean, I still don't really know your true opinion on, this situation or whatever." And, Sheree says, I mean, it wasn't cool. Simple as that. And once again, Sheree feels as though it's not her place to tell Kim about, Brielle and this, that, and the third or whatever. Um, but even still, you don't necessarily have to say anything to her about Brielle. I feel like you could say something to Kim about Kim putting the shit out there on Twitter or wherever she uploaded the video at. You could talk about Kim and her actions. You know what I'm saying? But child, whatever. So anyways, Marlo, she's asking Sheree, well, how did y'all deliver the message about, her health issues or whatever? And Sheree is like, I mean, I told her verbatim what happened. And Portia, she lies and says that she didn't know that Kim was going to follow up with a video where you guys know, once again, Bravo rolls back the tapes and they show us from last week when Portia, Shamia, and Sheree was having a conversation with Kim. And Kim did say, hold on, let me find this video. So yeah, Portia, you lying on that shit. You knew that Kim had this video or whatever. So Portia feels like, the beef that Nene and Kim have, that's them, and it shouldn't have nothing to do with, everybody else. And Nene is like, I mean, I didn't know we had a beef up until this point, you know what I'm saying? And Marlo is like, no, but y'all do. And Nene is like, but that's what I'm saying, like, she recorded my car. When I found out she recorded my car, that was months ago, way before we had, like, she was saying, wait, she recorded my car way before we got to this point. So once again, Kim, you was holding on to this shit. You was waiting for a reason to be upset with Nene or whatever, just so you could put that shit out there like that. You know what I'm saying? So Marlo, she addresses Portia, and I'm like, see, I guess it's Portia. You see, Marlo was picking with Candy the day before. Now today, Marlo, you choose Portia to be your victim to pick on or whatever, because just like with Candy, you've been picking on Portia this whole day or whatever. So Marlo, she's like, Portia, are you going to have a conversation with Kim or whatever? And Portia is like, I mean, fuck, I don't know, shit, And Marlo is like, Nene, I asked Portia if she was going to have a conversation with Portia, as if Nene ain't sitting right there at the goddamn table with them. I'm like, really, Marlo? Like, really? And Portia is like, I mean, is that your boss or something? And, Marlo is like, I mean, that's my sister. That's my mother. I was like, bitch, what? I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? And, Portia is like, well, I answered you and I said, I don't know, so whatever. And Marlo is like, but that's your friend, though. That's your friend, though. And like I said, I do feel like, yeah, like I said, once again, Sheree and Portia, if that is supposed to be y'all friend, why can't y'all just, tell her that she wrong or whatever? But at the same time, for Marlo to keep on pressing this motherfucking issue was irritating as fuck. Portia said what she said. Let it the fuck go. You know what I'm saying? But Portia is like, I'm still getting to know her and everything, and I said, that line is real popular in this group. Because I know Cynthia did that shit last week to Portia or whatever. And it's like, Cynthia, you've been knowing Portia for the last few years now. You talking about something, you still getting to know her, okay? But anyways, so Marlo and Portia, they just start going back and forth a little bit. And then that's when Cynthia was like, well, hold on. Did y'all know about the video or whatever? And Sheree is like, well, Kim did show me a few months ago, and they rolled the tapes back and showed when y'all remember when Kim and Sheree had that sit down, the same sit down that Nene was supposed to come to, but Nene was like, oh, I ain't coming or whatever. And that's when Kim showed Sheree the video or whatever. And so, but Sheree is like, but I'm saying all that to say that I didn't know that she was going to, like, send it out to motherfuckers. Like, I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? And Nene was saying something, I guess, about how, what did Nene say? I think Nene was just reiterating the same shit that she had been saying about Kim being wrong, and Portia was like, "No, I mean, I do agree with you and everything or whatever, but Portia was in her confessional. She's like, I mean, I feel like Kim and Nene both do shit to each other or whatever, and then they gonna sit up here and be cool again. So why should I intervene?" And then that's when I was kind of like, kind of got a point, but still, the shit that Kim did was just, yeah, it was too much. But Portia is like, so yeah, I do agree with you, but I don't want you to feel like, oh, she said something. I forgot what she said, but it was just something like, but just because I'm not doing things the way Marlo wants me to, or something like that. And then Marlo was like, I mean, I just asked the question. And y'all know how loud Marlo can get or whatever. So Portia's like, I mean, you can stop screaming in my motherfucking ear or whatever. And Marlo was like, no, I can scream how as loud as I want to. We're in Barcelona, and Nene, she trying to get Marlo to calm down because she know how Marlo can get. And Portia is telling Marlo to chill, and then Marlo is like, you need to eat healthier and stop being a fake vegan, just going back and forth. And Portia is like, no, you mad because nobody won't answer your question. And then they just keep on going back and forth. And Portia, she says to Marlo, "Where you gonna have a conversation with Kim since y'all friends too?" And then Nene is like, that ain't her friend or whatever. And I was like, okay, Nene, answering for your damn friend. But Marlo, she's like, me and Kim are Instagram friends, and until I do have a conversation with her, I ain't gonna like shit else of hers. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, there were things in your home when we came to your vegan dinner that I didn't care for too much, but I would never be messy and take a picture of it and this, that, and the third. And Marla was just shading her about different stuff, in Portia's home. And then Nene is like, listen, I think it's crazy that y'all would come to each other's house just to talk shit when it's hard to buy a $2 million house and this, that, and the third. And, they all make a toast on that one and everything. And I was just kind of looking at Nene like, girl, I mean, you be shading people in their houses too. I mean, but we all grow and learn. But I'm just saying, like, come on, Nene. Like, for real. But anyway, so, but Nene did have a point in what she was saying. She did. But anyways, so, they making jokes about Portia's, doormat outside or whatever. Cynthia had made a little joke. Portia starts to get emotional and everything because they making fun of the damn doormat, and she getting emotional because her mom brought that for her, and it's sentimental and all this other shit. And I'm just like, why is you crying though? Like, I was just sitting there confused, like, the fuck is you crying for? You know what I'm saying? And here we go with Marlo. Marlo is like, well, you weren't crying about the lie you told on Candy or whatever, this, that, and the third. And Portia is like, you low down and childish or whatever. And Marlo is like, she's saying to Eva, what you say earlier, get some vitamin C or whatever, this, that, and the third. Portia, she puts the fan up, her fan that she has in her hand, up to block Eva's face, and she's like, we ain't say nothing over here or whatever. And Marlo, she moves, the fan or whatever to, address Portia again, and she's like, you the one doing that fake ass crying or whatever. And Portia is like, when you work hard for something or whatever, you don't take that away from nobody. And Portia is like, your fun shade is hurtful. And Marlo is like, and your fun shade hurt Candy, bitch. And I was just like, oh my god, like, it's like, I mean, every time y'all get into an argument with Portia, we gonna continue to bring up this Candy situation. It's just, it's getting annoying. It's getting annoying. Portia's like, that's not what we even talking about, and then Portia, she kind of points her fan in Marlo's face or whatever to get her point across. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of thought about the situation with her and Kenya. Um, when Kenya was pointing the scepter in her face and all of that, and Portia didn't like that shit. But I feel like too, when Kenya did it to be like a real bitch. Okay, she did that shit to be a bitch. Now Portia, pointing her fan in Marlo's direction. I don't feel like Portia was doing it to be a bitch. She was just, the fan was just in her hand and she was just using it to get her point across. But even still, Portia should just know better about shit like that, because of the bottom line. The shit happened to her and she didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? But that's when Marlo snatches the fan out of Portia's hand. Portia raises up or whatever, and the girls, they like, oh my god, stop y'all. And Marlo was like, I ain't about to hit her or nothing like that. And then that's when Marlo says that's the same shit Kenya did to her ass or whatever, this, that, and the third. So Portia, Shamia, and Sheree, they separate from the group or whatever. Portia saying how she's disappointed in herself, and Shamia's like, for what? You did nothing wrong. And the rest of the girls, they somewhere else talking. And Cynthia, she's like, I just thought I made, a little fun shade about the mat or whatever. And Marla was like, well, she won't crying about what she did to Candy and everything or whatever. And Candy feels as though they keep on bringing it up because Portia won't say in front of everybody that she fucked up or whatever when it came to that whole situation. And I kind of almost feel like, why do she gotta say it to everybody when it only affected one person, and that was Candy? I just, yeah, I mean, maybe I could be wrong, y'all, but I don't understand. I don't understand. But anyways, Portia starts saying that she knows all the shit Marlo did to Nene, but and now she up Nene ass again, but she won't say what Marlo did because Nene told her that in privacy. Marlo's clique, I'm gonna call them Marlo's clique. They arrive back at the villa first, so they can pack and take their stuff to the hotel or whatever. Everybody is in their rooms, and Candy and Nene are telling their men on the phone about the whole day and what happened, this, that, and the third. And then Portia's clique shows up. Portia, she goes talk to Nene or whatever, and she tells Nene that she feels like that she has to leave. And Nene understands, and she's been in Portia's position. She knows what it feels like to be kind of ganged up on or whatever. And Nene tells her, you got to, this is a sisterhood. I said, sure, yeah, this is a fucked up sisterhood, not no sisterhood I would want to be a part of, okay? But, she's like, you got to know how to pull through the low moments or whatever. And Portia feels like she's given so much, and she don't see nothing coming, nothing good coming back. And she feels like when she comes around the group, she just gets slapped around. And she feels like the day before Cynthia hurt her. And Nene is like, all of us, I think the problem with this group is just everybody is just kind of waiting for you to say in front of everybody that, listen, y'all, I fucked up or whatever. And once again, I feel like, why do she got to say that in front of everybody when it only affected Candy, But Portia kind of just thought that her talking to people individually would have worked. She didn't realize that, oh, I gotta sit up here and say in front of everybody, oh, I fucked up or whatever, for the bullshit to stop. So the other girls, they proceed on to the hotel. Portia, she leaves Spain or whatever. And that was the episode, you guys. I'm sorry that this review is so long, but that shit between Portia and Marlo, yeah. Who side are you guys on? I guess y'all could kind of tell that I kind of sort of place blame on the both of them, but I'm putting the blame a little bit more on Marlo because, yeah, Marlo do antagonize and instigate situations. And even Eva told her when they all had split up, Eva even told Marlo that you do be antagonizing situations or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Are you guys like feeling where Portia, or, well, are you guys on Portia's side, or are you guys on Marlo's side, or are you guys just kind of like in the middle? Y'all let me know. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you guys come back. Make sure you guys share. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Once again, I apologize for this video being so long. All right. But all right, y'all. Bye.